Hey, it's Storytelling Ron, and I'm here to show you my Star Wars digital maps that I'm making. And I've been doing this for my games, and I've just been kind of obsessed over it. You know, I've been doing my D&D stuff, which I really love, and then I'm doing the Star Wars stuff. And I just love maps, and I love minis, and and using, even though in Star Wars role playing game, they say it's more about role playing and theater of mind, and not about maps and minis, but that's just what I love. So obviously that's what I'm doing. And I know even a lot of them use Imperial Assault, like all the miniatures for that. But anyway, I'm offering something as well. It's probably a niche of a niche of a niche. But these are the maps I'm offering. Hand doodling them myself. And, I'm trying as a GM to add a lot of little areas that make it interesting. Every map, have a lot to do. And so let me just go through these maps to show you what I've done and hope to do. And for the Kickstarter. So, okay, so this is, I call this Moss Needle. I could take out I'll take out all the titles too. That's not a problem. If any of you are interested and want to have these maps, and you can make your own titles in them. But I do try to add, this is an old Clone War. I forgot the name. These are water vaporators, vaporator things, vaporator farms over here. And over here there was like, back in the days, there was an attack by the Sand Raiders, the Tuscan Raiders. So I try to add like a lot of little story elements. Dewback Ranch, they need some water, and this is the cantina, and he needs some water and for grains for fermentation. Little market area here, little trade shop where you can order stuff and get it delivered, but it takes days. And guy, Greedo kind of guys, it's expensive, and this is where most of the villagers live in little stacked up apartments. And then this is just, I'm just showing you ideas. And this is like the crime boss, little space pirate crime boss with his little gang holdout. And it used to be an Imperial garrison, and broken down gun. If somebody will fix it for him, get some obligation. This is the gate where they charge you to come in and out, and get a little speeder here. And also these miniatures I have available for free on my website. So if you want, and I'm making tokens out of them now. A lot of them are up there, but not all. But a lot of them are. Little land speeder you can use, and I'm using Roll20. I know there's other ones that look better, other online, and you can obviously put any of this stuff in there. But I'm just kind of comfortable with Roll20. It's very easy to just throw artwork in there, and what I do like too is that I don't have to worry about it. You can make it use it as simple as you want or as hard as you want, and I'm keeping it pretty simple. Little womp rats up here, yeah. And I just learned today, literally just like, if only I could flip these. And I was like, advanced, what's in there? Oh, you can flip them. Ah, because when you do it like this, you can't do it. It just goes right back. Okay, Rocky. And then when I flip it, there, now you can flip it. So cool. Like, that's good to know. And it's like a tech shop, where you can get gear and buy trade and stuff. So anyway, that's, and this is like a base of operations where in my campaign. And I really wanted to do like a low, they got to start from the dirt bottom. And it's been like 10 episodes, and they just got land speeders and stuff like that, and they're driving around the area, but they have never gotten to a spaceship yet. They haven't even gotten into a bigger city. They keep coming back here to get, trade and deal with the obligation. I'm not using obligation in my other video, you might see it, but I'm doing, my own, because I kind of know what obligation is, and I know the breakdown of the mechanics of it. But anyway, they're dealing with that, because every time they go on an adventure, this guy wants profit sharing and threatens them, and then he does the whole bipolar thing where he's nice to them and then he's threatening to them and stuff. So they're like getting a little, so it's growing. The relationship's it's getting love-hate. I don't know if they're going to help him protect the town or kill him and replace him with someone, one of their, like some NPC or something. I don't know. Anyway, so that's this area, and I want to draw a big regional map. So you have this, and then a bunch of locations to go check out. So, and then here are some of those locations. So this is an old mine area. Oops, if I can see it. So this is an old mine that they used to have for that Mos Nido town, and this is like the Mandalorian period where the Empire is gone. The Republic is the New Republic, and it's very weak and scattered, and so everything around here is sort of broken down, and in Tatooine. But anyway, so they, this is. Oh, I forgot to put a Sarlacc in here. I have a Sarlacc. Let me just grab that real quick. So I can do a Sarlacc. I made a token. Let me just find it real quick because I know I did it. And there he is. And you just see, and I love I can just do this. You know, I can just drag it in. Can't do that. You know, like Foundry, I couldn't do that. It was very annoying. And, anyway, so, and I can just size it really easily too. And you can go really small. There's no limit, which there seems to be in the other ones. But anyway, like Owlbear. Anyway, so I can, you know, I can put them over here. I can hide them this way. GM layer. Or, oops, I got it really hidden there. Or, wow, I really got it. Okay, let me put it back to token layer, and I can put them back to token, and I can put them behind here so they can't see it. So, see? So, got your little guy looking around, and they're looking for the entrance to the mine, right? Oh, and I'm also going to put, I could put like a wild massive. These guys are tough. The ones that are tame I make weaker, and the ones that are wild are really tough. They're, you know, he could be sitting up here in the rocks somewhere, you know? And then I have, I've got some womp rats here somewhere. Oh, here's one. Yeah, but I could put like a bunch of bigger womp rats, you know, like a bunch of desert ones right up in there. Put like 3 or 4 of those in there. And, you know what I'm saying? So that's the kind of maps I like to make where, oh, here. You know, it's a womp rat nest. You know, they're just hiding out by the rocks there. Kind of thing. And this is, you know, you can see, and what I like about these maps too that I do, and I'm just trying to sell them here, is you can tell there's a difficulty. The difficulty of the terrain. You can tell like where things would be hidden. Even if I wasn't using these, you know, the lighting things. Yeah, even if I wasn't using these lighting things, you could tell by the rocks where you can hide things, you know, and then reveal them when they come around and stuff. And the players can kind of see, like, they want to, you know, where do I go? What do I do? Oh my gosh. You know, this is the area. And this is like the visible starlight. Like, oh, hey, that looks like a starlight. And you're like, And then they're like, oh no, we ain't going there. Let's throw a rock down there. And then boom, you know, you got you can have copy him. You can obviously have another starlight over here suddenly. Boosh. They're like, whoa, you know, and then of course this one's a younger one hidden behind and I make younger ones. I like them. I make them so they're actually mobile because they haven't really rooted down yet. But you can have, you know, so they're looking for this mine entrance right here. So that's, you know, that's the kind of maps I like to do and make it really where there's a lot going on. And so let me show you the mine then. And I like to make layers. So then there's the mine. Once they get to the mine entrance, they go into the mine. And here it is. Let me do the lighting just to see. So when they enter, it's like dun 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 dun. And I also do music for stuff, so I don't know why, but anyway. And there's, you know, and then they can find stuff, and again, there's all kinds of. I think they could probably do a little bit long. So I do 10 feet, and 10 feet. Let me do 20 feet for low light. I like to at least keep it kind of dim and dark. So you can see there that they. Oh, I should probably put a line right here. And let me do that right now, a little tutorial, because just to show you my maps. Oh, yeah, because this is the actual. So I should put a line going along here. So that's just something to be aware of if you do get my maps. So you got to go into dynamic lighting. There you can see the green lines now. Do polygon lines, and I like to use green or like any color really. And then you just draw like that, and there's that. And that blocks out. Oh, and I really appreciate a guy told me if this was a door, he said just make a separate line for that. And so if they do go through it, then you can just easily come back to this layer and move it with the select. So you could just do that and then move it over here if they actually cross over. So let's say they do. This guy, you know, he's like, what's over there? Opens the door. Okay. And then I, of course, as the GM will go into dynamic lighting, grab that, and then just move it out of the way. And then that way, so that they have always, you know, so they've opened that door or whatever. So thanks for, really appreciate that from one of my viewers. And then again, these are the kind of, oh man, this is the less detailed map. Pause. I'm going to replace it with the more this is the original. I'm going to, yeah, I'll be right back. All right, might as well record you. So I didn't realize I had the older map in here, but let me just put this one in real quick. It'll obviously match up. Okay, don't go too crazy with me, please. Why are you way, way far away? Okay, make it a little harder. I don't know why it's making it harder on me, but that's the story of my life. Okay. Okay. Come on, load up. All right, so as you can see, it's a little, obviously a little more doodly, better doodly. Oh, and so the scale, I'm going to confess one thing. The scales are a little, doodly, so it may be a little off. And here's a neat thing that you can do. And, scale isn't super duper important in Star Wars, right? It's not as, I think I might have scaled him up because he's the same size. So, anyway. So, these are my maps, and I like to add a lot of things for you to check out and do. And so let me just explain it to you. I think I actually explained it previously, but this is the Sarlacc one, another video. But this, there's a little kyber crystal here. Very difficult terrain, as you can see, wet, and and as a GM, you can see what you want to do there. These are quarters, junk, little hole here for Womp Rats to come out and bother them. Find a little speeder, fix it up. So there's one map. I guess I should go through these a little quicker just because I don't want it to be too long of a video. This is my Tuscan Raider village. And I got the little minis here, tokens for free on my site. And this is the Tuscan Raider village. There's another massive right there, another one right there. Oh, there's a banthan little cage over here. Again, I try to add a lot for you to work with. And so how their Tuscan Raiders are against technology, but I decided, oh look, they're sort of, checking it out and then throwing it in the in the dirt and letting the dirt cover it up. So there could be stuff there to find. And then there's a hole here. They have it blocked off with little spikes, but there's a hole here. And they all have, you can create your own backstory about that, but I have my own. But then, and here's that map that goes underneath. And let me do the lighting thing. I didn't do all the lighting, but here's they coming down. There's a rope there, obviously, so the Tuscan Raiders must have used it. And come out here. Let me get this guy better light, a little more lighting. Just, I already got 20, so let me do 30. Like that. Then obviously there's going to be a Dianoga, and I didn't do all the lighting for this one, or the barricade, whatever the lines are. But this is water, and little the Dianoga, the tentacle thing in there, and so this is a door thing here, so you should be aware of that. Yeah, I made a little door. See, so if they go up that way, then this one too. If they discover to go in through here, this should be separate. No, come on, there it is. So we just move that out of the way, and then they can go in here and come to this hidden technology area. There's a crate, like a minor demi crate dragon with eggs here, not a real giant one. Or then there's a crate, and then some of the small creatures in here. So this should be fun. And then the next map, this is another. So this, for me, this story, and I haven't drawn out the area around it, which would be, I think I sketched it out, but it'd be really interesting with, you can have a bunch of creatures out there. But this is like the backstory for this, in my view, is that this is an abandoned sandcrawler or lost sandcrawler, and then they go to it. And what happened was a couple of the old B2 or B1 or, one of those smarter, I forget what they're, the droids, they somehow were able to counter their little blasters, the little ion blaster rifles, the Jawas, and killed them all, and basically have guarded this thing. So they're kind of like taking over, and they're just kind of routinely guarding it and sitting around. So so that's a cool little adventure for them to fight a bunch of droids and take get the crawler. Now, obviously, in my story, they're gonna return it to the Jawas and then get like a droid out of it, get like a cool R2D2 or something, plus some maybe a couple other things that whatever they can bargain for. But this is another map I'm doing, and you can see the details, and it's fun, it's doodly, it's meant to be this kind of style, and I'm drawing miniatures too, but not for Star Wars because I'm just using the little toy action figures as minis for it. But these are, just meant to be kind of sci-fi maps too. And there's a factory, an Imperial kind of old mine that they use, a refinery. And, there's you can have little creatures in here, toxic waste, where they got to go searching around for stuff. These are generators, or power generators, or whatever. And, little droid area. The slave kind of quarters, security, command center. This was the, like the medicine, the mess hall, and the droids area. So, okay, so those are some of the maps I've been doing where they can explore. I really want to expand these out. I want to do more. I just hope that you could support me in the Kickstarter, and this is definitely for me a big risk, because how many people really need this or go this route when they play Star Wars, especially Star Wars is not as big as a role-playing game as D&D and all that, but then it's even smaller because how many of you guys want to do it this way? But anyway, I'm offering it. I love doing this. It's really fun, and I love doodling it, and I love GMing these things. So just another little video to explain further what I'm doing with this Kickstarter, hopefully. And thanks for watching, and I hope you can help me out here.